Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
Boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? You can't be out of range? What?
Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. Welcome to the Thirsty River. I've got historical mode multiplayer battle. I'm playing as Penthesileia's Amazons. I have Penthesileia and a Hippobakoi escorted by 2 other Hippobakoi units. I've got a pair of Warriors of Artemis here, and then I've got 4 Lapras Infantry and 2 Daughters of Ares. My opponent is Linksy, link in the description to his channel. He's playing as Achilles, who's out here as a spearfighting Myrmidon. He's brought 2 more spearfighting Myrmidons. He's brought a pair of Champions of Thaya, 2 reinforced chariots, a line of 5 regular spearmen, and 2 Aeginian javelinmen. So he's deploying out here. He's immediately pushing in the direction of my Warriors of Artemis. I realize I kind of need to fall back from that. He's got a lot of infantry that I'm going to have to carve my way through slowly. And he's got a lot of unbreakable units. It's worth noting, in historical mode, only Thaya has unbreakable units. And Linksy has brought 5 unbreakable units in the shape of 3 Myrmidons and 2 Champions of Thaya. Another really interesting thing about Truth Behind the Myth mode, we discovered this in another battle that we did, is that chariots, their mass just isn't what it is in Truth Behind the Myth mode. In historical mode, these chariots just they're not causing, look at this, they're not causing the damage that they should. They absolutely ran over these Warriors of Artemis, no problem. But they didn't take that bad damage. I get in here with a bunch of medium and light infantry as well, and look what happens to this reinforced chariot. Yes, I definitely have 3 heavy cavalry in here as well, but that reinforced chariot is already gone, and all I lost was 4 Warriors of Artemis. This reinforced chariot, only 9 kills on that charge. That is shocking. It is shocking. And in the first battle, I would show you the replay on that, but the replay is glitched. I had 2 heavy chariots against Ithaca's 2 medium skirmish chariots, and the medium skirmish chariots did much better than the heavy chariots, which you would never say that in Truth Behind the Myth mode. So there's at least enough of a difference in these 2 styles of gameplay that multiplayer is going to be completely different, drastically different. Look at the range. This is absurd. Those were javelins from the spearfighting Myrmidons, and they just completely yeeted those javelins all the way over into my Hippobakoi. I couldn't believe what I was seeing there. Even Linksy was like, "Oh my god!" I think that has to be a glitch. I think that volley has to have been a glitch. Anyway, I see it's a line of spearmen. I'm just going to go ahead and melt them with Lapras Infantry, Daughters of Ares. Get me in here, cause some chaos. I am taking a bunch of damage on this Daughter of Ares, though, as it's getting shot up by Aeginian javelinmen. But this Champion of Thaya is doomed. I did get this militia out here with this one Lapras Infantry, giving me an opportunity to outflank. And meanwhile, I'm using my cavalry and my stone slingers to try and just go ahead and get rid of this reinforced chariot before it can get involved in the rest of the battle. Downside to this plan is that there's still 3 spearfighting Myrmidons on the battlefield that are relatively untouched, and I'm going to need my cavalry to face them because I'm taking a ton of damage. Look at this. This Daughter of Ares absolutely routed. Warriors of Artemis are firing in here. Cool new effect on the Warriors of Artemis. They have a discouraged missile effect, which is awesome for all of these spearmen and for the Aeginian javelinmen too. It's not so great for Myrmidons or Champions of Thaya. Speaking of Champions of Thaya, this one's coming right for my Warriors of Artemis. I'm gonna have to fall back, split them up, use this Lapras Infantry, try and catch it out of position, kill it off, but it's taking 3 units to that one just to handle this. I'm going to go ahead and fire into the unflanked sides of these spearmen here. My Lapras Infantry that did get around the flank is doing just fine, but we are a little bit outnumbered. Tearing apart this Champion of Thaya with a Daughter of Ares. And that's shattered both of the reinforced chariots now. My cavalry is coming into the fray, but I have to be very careful because these are spear-fighting Myrmidons. They do have that bonus versus large. They want to be fighting Penthesileia here, who's leading the way with her Hippobakoi, carving apart some of these Myrmidons for me, but now that they're turned around and they're joined by another unit, I have to get the heck out of town. He's gone into shields on back mode, which makes him even faster, which means that this is going to be taking even more damage. I use the Embrace of Ares for that extra charge speed and weapon damage, but man, oh man, they're getting torn apart. Meanwhile, this Hippobakoi not doing so hot. Oh, both of them not doing so hot. because they have to go toe-to-toe with Achilles. Daughters of Ares still in here, still tearing apart some spearmen. There are javelin men running about. They're all over the place. My Daughter of Ares out here has regrouped, but I had to sacrifice a Warrior of Artemis into this Champion of Thaya just to stop it, and I might not even win this anyway. I'm using the Warriors of Artemis, trying to just tear them apart. The discouraging effect from their ammo, not really doing anything. I'm regrouping some of my infantry that just got carved up, and the spearmen surprisingly doing very well. They're still in this fight. They've got, a third health, a quarter health here, a tenth of their health here, but they're still in this fight. They're still in it. They're still fighting besides Achilles. I'm just trying to find anything for my stone slingers to shoot at, any amount of damage I can do. I've got my Hippomachoi out here, and I'm trying to run some numbers in my head. I'm like, I don't have what it takes in what's left of my army to kill 3 Myrmidon units. That's 38 in Achilles' unit, 70 in this unit, and 70 in that unit. This is too much Myrmidon power for me to face. Lynxie was pretty convinced that I was going to win this at this stage based on the balance of power, but I was looking at it and I'm going, I don't know, buddy. There's really just not enough for me to do about these spearfighting Myrmidons. They're unbreakable. I could rout the whole rest of the army and still not have enough. I'm trying to get in here, get some quick hits on Achilles. Maybe I can kill him. Maybe I can get rid of the rest of the army. I thought I saw an opportunity to get into this Aegidian Javelin men with my Hippomachoi. They go ahead and fall back, but I'm just going to go ahead and shatter that spearman that intercepted me anyway. I've got Warriors of Artemis and Stone Slingers out here. I need their ammo if I'm going to do anything. But this I take it a point-blank javelin volley. But I go around the Myrmidons to just go ahead and attack the units I know I can break. Daughters of Ares running in here now. I use the None Left Standing ability that makes the Daughters of Ares go completely berserk. They're going to chase and murder these Aegidian Javelin men. And maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll keep the spearfighting Myrmidons' attention. No, not this time. Look at this Hippomachoi out here. Finally breaks. 54 kills, not good enough. But it did do a number on all the spearmen, but there's a spearfighting Myrmidon out here. I'm going to get a rear charge in. My Daughters of Ares have routed. Big hit. Boom. There goes Achilles. He dies in this mass of spearmen and heavy cavalry. What beautiful units these are, I swear. Hippomachoi are a fantastic unit, but unfortunately we're just watching them die right now. Penthesilea has got to get out of here. It was good that we killed Achilles. We've routed a whole bunch of the other units. Actually, they've all shattered now, just about. All that's left is like this Champion of Thaya. It's coming after my skirmish forces. I know I need to kill them, so I'm just going to go ahead and shoot them apart with Stone Slingers and Warriors of Artemis. Just dropping them one by one as they come. So that's going to definitely take care of them. I do have regrouped Aegidian Javelin men I'm going to have to deal with, but I'm still really just looking at this going 58 Myrmidons, 23 Myrmidons, 69 Myrmidons. Nice. Not nice. Not nice for me. I just don't have the tools to do this job. I've got 49 Daughters of Ares here, whose speed must have gotten a buff. Look at these ladies go. Speed 50, and that's down from due to their stamina. Oh man, and that's going to be an Aegidian Javelin man gone, hit by Daughter of Ares and Hippomachoi. Both of those units are going to be able to escape these Myrmidons, but I'm still sitting here going, what am I going to do about all these Myrmidons? I don't really have much of an option. So at this stage, you can go ahead and fast forward, because I need to recover stamina. I need to use the ammo that's left on some of my units. There's a regrouped spearman back here. It shatters. And all that's left are the Myrmidons. Balance of power now definitely against me. I'm going to use my ammo up. Just try and shoot up the this one spearfighting Myrmidon here. My opponent had left their shields on their backs, which was lucky for me. It meant I got to shoot them apart. Trying to, surround, overwhelm. I had to rout that Aegidian Javelin man back. And since he knew I was going to be wasting my ammo, he's like, I'll just go ahead and do the dance then. There it is, the Warhammer dance, which is fine by me. I'm mostly concerned, actually, about saving the stamina on all of these units. Look at the stamina on his Myrmidons, in particular Achilles' unit of Myrmidons, just doing perfect right now. And Lynxie noticed that because Achilles died with Blood of Heracles activated, they kept Blood of Heracles. It never went away on that unit. That unit kept Blood of Heracles the entire time. So for this entire battle, this unit of Myrmidons has plus 50% melee attack for 68 melee attack, even in the late stages of this battle. And I'm like, great. That's just phenomenal. So he's braced for this charge. He's ready for it. I charge in with my Daughters of Ares. I'm going to get my Hippobakoi around behind. I'm going to charge in with my Stone Slingers and Warriors of Artemis. I know they don't have much of a chance. I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to charge in with Penthesilea. I activate the Blood Rage. None left standing. Just get as much power and damage and oomph and chutzpah in here as I can. 17 Myrmidons left with Achilles. 28 with the Spear-Fighting Myrmidon. 50 with this Myrmidon. But I am going to start dying in droves. I'm really counting on these Daughters of Ares to do some work. 16 Spear-Fighting Myrmidons left. And my own ladies, 30 left there. 15 left in Achilles' unit. Penthesilea was the last unit, the last model standing in her unit. I realized that, so I had to pull her out of there. Song of Battle activated, but kind of being wasted. These Spear-Fighting Myrmidons are routing. I've got, all of my guys are pretty much out of control right now. But I was very happy that those Myrmidons decided to leave. There's still 3 left in this unit, 6 left in this unit. I'm just clamoring for every bit of support I can get. Balance of power surprisingly leaning my way, but I just don't have it in me anymore. As you can see, my Daughters of Ares break there, and that's it, because I really cannot kill all these Myrmidons with just, you know, some Warriors of Artemis and some Stone Slingers. It's not going to happen. 44 left here, 3 left here, 1 left there. Penthesilea is on foot. I'm thinking maybe I could charge Penthesilea in and kill off a couple of these units here. Let's just see how glorious and epic I can make this. I activate the Blood Rage again. I still think my my Stone Slingers break anyway. Charging in here, boom, boom. Using my one Hippobakoi that's left, just knocking these Myrmidons around. But they're not dying. Nope, they sure are not dying. That guy gets back up, and now it's just Penthesilea. 42 Spear-Fighting Myrmidons, and my 16 Warriors of Artemis. The Warriors of Artemis are a pseudo-mythic unit. They are not a mythical creature of any kind, but they were pretty much added as a mythical addition for the Artemis goddess, right? But none of the other mythical units are in this game. Only the Warriors of Artemis. The only reason that those 2 Warriors of Artemis haven't routed yet, they're also kind of in complete berserk mode. But there you go. There's a lot that's different about playing battles in historical mode versus truth behind the myth mode. For one, as Penthesilea, you could have 3 Hippobakoi now if you put Penthesilea on one of those ponies. Downside is, she costs 1,700, she only made 1,325. My other 2 Hippobakoi, 645, 1231. This one definitely not catching value with 73 kills, but this one 27, getting a little bit better. But look at this. The reinforced chariots, 334 and 435 is their gold to value ratio. Not good. Not good, chariots. And like I said, in the first battle we did with Ithaca versus Dardania, my heavy Trojan chariots were melted, and the Ithaca medium javelin chariot did great. I have no idea what's going on here, but there's definitely some changes in historical mode when it comes to mass, when it comes to how chariots, how impactful they are. Cavalry still feels really great. I didn't play that the best way I possibly could have. If I had used my cavalry earlier on to do hit and runs on the back ends of these infantry, I might have done a lot better. But let's take a look at some of the statistics here. 242 kills for the Spear-Fighting Myrmidon, 2208 point value gained from it. Man, oh man, 1932 for Achilles. Really good showings all around. That one Spear-Fighting Myrmidon, though, just absolutely stealing the show. And then my only kind of so-so with my Warriors of Artemis. The Stone Slingers, though, doing really well with 752 value done. 225 kills, 19,000 damage for 1769. My Daughters of Ares doing really well. And Labrys Infantry, not so much. they didn't quite do the job I needed them to do. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys find this interesting. I certainly do. I'm really looking forward to more multiplayer battles. Both Linksy and I were very pleasantly surprised by how the multiplayer felt in historical mode. Very surprised. And it's going to throw a lot of the Total War Troy multiplayer crowd for a loop, trying to do some of these battles or doing some of these minor settlement battles with these forces. It's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope you do too. Anyway, that's it for me today. Ta-ta, I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.